Hi everyone, it is me Sammy and welcome back to Project Pan 2026. We are on week 24 now, which feels crazy to me that we're nearly halfway through the year already, and this week's theme is affordable summer fun. As soon as the weather starts improving, I start to notice more and more opportunities for spending money, whether that's activities for the kids, ice creams, cafe trips, little days out. It all starts to add up really quickly. So this year I'm trying something different. Instead of automatically spending more during the summer, I'm going to be focusing on what we already have, reducing waste, finishing products, shopping my pantry, and making our home feel like somewhere we genuinely want to spend time. The money I save from all of these little decisions is going into a pot which I'm going to be calling our Summer Fun Fund. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a little beauty update. We're going to be sharing a pantry cooking session and also a little outdoor cleaning and garden prep session, and how all of these are helping us to save money for some amazing summer memories. So yeah, if you do enjoy the video guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing down below if you haven't already. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this. Let's start with beauty, because one thing I've noticed especially recently is how many beauty summer launches that are appearing everywhere. Whether it's new lip oils, glowy skin product, bronzers, body mist, holiday collections, like it's so tempting and it's everywhere. Normally I would be very tempted to pick up new bits and pieces around this time of year, especially with all the new launches that normally come out just before the summer. But one of the biggest lessons that Project Pan has taught me is that I normally already have products in my collection that will do the exact same thing as these new launches. There's normally nothing out of the ordinary that's getting launched. It's just new releases, and I normally have something very similar. So instead of shopping for new beauty products online and in store, I shopped my stash, and I literally came up with a really cute collection that I'm really excited to try, that literally just came out of my cupboard. So it feels like I've got a new selection of summer products, but I haven't had to spend a penny. So yeah, let's have a look at some of the products I've picked out to focus on this summer. So let's start with makeup bits. Lip oils tend to be the most sort of popular beauty launches I see all the time. Maybe it's just my algorithm sending me lip oils, but I feel like I see them a lot. So I actually got 2 lip oils out of my lip drawer, and I've got a Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Lip Oil, and also the Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Lip Oil in the shade 03. That's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. And yeah, just I've already got 2 lip oils. I do not need to buy any more, so these are what I'll be using throughout the summer. If I take them out of my drawers, display them on my desk, it feels like I've got new products even though I haven't. So I still feel like I'm getting that dopamine hit from shopping and playing with new products. I did receive these 2 products recently in PR as well. So the Pixi Gradual Glow Hyaluronic Acid and Coconut Oil Self-Tan Serum, so I can have a little bit of self-tan on the face, and also the Pixi On The Glow Shield, which is a sunscreen moisture stick, which also gives you a glow, and it's SPF 50 as well. So these 2 products I'm going to be able to use in sort of like a little summer glow routine, which will be really fun, so I'm excited to experiment with these. And then also from my makeup drawers, I've got the Monu Skin Perfecting Tint, which is SPF 15 in the shade medium, so I'm definitely going to try and use this. I currently am using the Garnier Vitamin C UV Glow, which I absolutely adore. It's what I'm wearing on my skin right now. It gives your skin such a gorgeous glow and sort of evenness to the skin, but when that runs out, which will be soon I think, I'm going to try not to repurchase it to save even more money, and I'm going to use this instead. And then for like a refreshing spray, I've got the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. I'm going to use this as like a refreshing spray during the day. And then I've also got the Garnier Over Makeup Super UV Protection Mist with hyaluronic acid. This is SPF 50 as well, and it's actually an SPF that you can spray over your makeup, which is incredible, which means you can also top up throughout the day as well. So this has been in my makeup collection since last summer, so I can definitely bring this out and start using this summer as well. And then for some body care bits and some summer glowy bits, because I do tend to wear no sleeves, shorts, that kind of stuff. I do like to have a tan on my body, but without the sun damage of sitting in the sun and getting a tan. So I've got quite a few tanning products that we can use that are still left over from last summer. So we've got the Ideal Bronze Invisible Spray by Garnier. I've got the Dove Self Tan Lotion. Those are both going to be great. And then there's actual fake tans. We've got the Bondi Sands Self Tanning Foam in dark, and I've also got my favorite. This is my favorite self tanner. I absolutely love it. It's the Saint-Tropez Self Tan Purity Vitamins Bronzing Water Mist. Absolutely love this so much. It's a spray, so you just spray it on. I buff it in with a tanning mitt, but like it's barely ever streaky. I adore this stuff, and it gives such a natural bronzy glow. I'm going to be doing my tan with this very soon, so I will show you sort of like how it looks. I do get it on Look Fantastic, and my discount code applies to it if you wanted to save some money, and if you don't already have tanning products but you wanted some for the summer, I'll leave my discount code on the screen and down in the description for you guys, just in case you wanted to check it out. And then also I feel like summer fragrances are always everywhere as well, and I always have this Sol de Janeiro number 62, and I will only use it for the summer. So I've been using other perfumes throughout the year, and I will always save this until it's the summer, and then I will pull out the Sol de Janeiro, because then I know it's my summer scent. It feels new because I don't use it any other time of the year, so it feels new and it feels exciting to use it and stuff, but without actually spending any money. I've just saved it from last summer. So yeah, it's easy to underestimate how much you would actually spend by sort of like buying these new launches and actually buying products that you didn't even need because you already had an array of summer products available. By focusing on using what I already own and not buying any of these new summer products and new summer releases, I feel like I've avoided spending probably around £50 this month. Now obviously that £50 hasn't physically appeared out of nowhere, but by not spending it, it actually remains available for us to spend on things that matter more to us. So that £50 is going to go straight into our summer fun fund. And by doing this, every beauty product that I finish gets me one step closer to my Project Pan goals, and every purchase that I've avoided helps me to create more money in the budget for our family fun. Next up is cooking, and this week's focus was to create like picnic style food with things that we already had at home. Food can easily become one of the biggest expenses during the summer holidays, especially when you've got kids. When you're heading out for the day, it's so easy to grab snacks, drinks, meal deals, bakery treats while you're out and about, and it can quickly become quite an expense without even realizing it. So I decided to get ahead by creating some simple picnic style food using ingredients I already had in my freezer and pantry. First, I cooked some frozen cocktail sausages and frozen cocktail sausage rolls. These are really handy because they're easy to prepare, they keep well, and they're perfect for picnic lunches or even garden snack plates. I also boiled some eggs, which are one of the cheapest and most filling picnic foods you can make. I managed to make some ham and cheese pinwheels using ingredients that have been sitting waiting to be used. They're so easy. You roll out some ready to roll puff pastry, spread on a little bit of Dijon mustard that's been sitting at the back of your fridge, and then I layered on some ham and grated on some cheese, and then simply rolled it up. I did refrigerate it for a little while as well, and then once it's been refrigerated, I sliced it, put it on a baking tray, and then baked it in the oven, sprinkling with a little bit of thyme to serve. The pinwheels also freeze excellently as well, so if you wanted to make a good batch of them and then freeze them, I recommend freezing them after you've actually cooked them, because otherwise the grated cheese gets everywhere. But yeah, they're easy to freeze, and then you can just warm them through before taking them out, or they can just keep for a few days as well if you wanted to make them a few days ahead of time. Pinwheels are such an easy on-the-go snack to make, and you can literally make them however you want with whatever ingredients you have available. And then also as a sweet treat, I made a batch of flapjacks, which are always popular in our house and are such an inexpensive snack compared to buying individually packaged treats. What's fun is the kids actually love to join in with these little cooking sessions as well. So what I love to do is actually make a day of cooking all of these sort of batched foods, and then what we can do is just enjoy eating them throughout the week. But again, it gives us one whole day of activities again, because we're having like a whole cooking day together. One of my biggest goals this year through Project Pan was to reduce the amount of food waste that was leaving my home. like it was insane, and I really wanted to start making use of what I already had before I started buying more, because sometimes it can be so easy to forget how much food is actually already sitting in your cupboards, your freezer and your pantry. By taking a little time to shop my own kitchen first, I actually managed to create several picnic style bits and pieces for me and the kids without needing a big shopping trip and spending a lot of money outside getting food. And you can even take this project pan concept and use it in your weekly food shopping as well. My usual grocery budget is around £100 a week, but actually by shopping my kitchen first, as you may have seen on my channel recently, I love to shop what's already in my house first before meal planning and actually building meal plans around what I already own. By doing that, I saved £20 on my food shopping this week. A couple of weeks back I saved £40, and these small amounts that are left over from my food budget of £100 per week can all get transferred straight into our summer fun fund just from shopping what we already have first and saving that money. I love this approach because it feels like my food's doing double duty. Not only are we eating the ingredients that we already have, but the actual money that we're saving is creating future family fun as well. And yet it's proof that these small everyday choices really do build up to make quite a big difference over a few weeks. And then moving on to the cleaning section. Rather than focusing on inside the house, I wanted to improve our outdoor spaces. If I'm trying to save money on family outings, then I want our garden to feel like somewhere we genuinely love to spend family time. So I started giving everything outside a good refresh using all of the cleaning products that I already own. I wiped down all of the outdoor chairs, cleaned the garden table, and generally freshened everything after months of not being used in the cold and rain. It's amazing how quickly outdoor furniture starts looking tired over the winter and spring. Once everything was clean, I added some colourful fruit themed cushions to the chairs. That one small change instantly made the whole area feel brighter, more cheerful and much more summery. Then I focused on creating a fun play area for my daughter. I set up her ball pit, slide, tunnel and soft play blocks all on a picnic mat on the grass. Seeing it all together completely transformed the garden. What had just been a lawn suddenly becomes a little play zone designed just for her. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to focus on this summer, creating experiences rather than spending money. Instead of feeling like we need to be going out every day to have fun, like we're actually making the most of what we already have. Now when we step outside into our garden, it feels like our own little summer retreat. And of course we can add fun like water gun fights and little paddling pools and things like that as well, and mix it up a little bit using what we already own. But it's somewhere we can relax, play, have picnics and make memories together. The money we might otherwise have spent on extra outings or entertainment can actually stay in our summer fun fund while we're still having a wonderful time at home in our back garden. One thing I'm learning through Project Pan is that saving money isn't always about doing something dramatic. Sometimes it's the small decisions over time that make the biggest difference. Finishing products before replacing them, using food we already own, creating fun spaces at home, and finding value in what we already have. None of these feel like they would make a particular change on their own, but actually put together week after week, they can create some real savings. Knowing that all these little choices that we're making now is helping towards future family fun definitely makes it feel more rewarding. And my small challenge for you guys for the summer is to create your own summer fun fund. And any sort of choices that you make to intentionally save money by using what you already own instead of buying new, add those savings to your summer fun fund and see how you get on. I'd love to hear what you're working on, so make sure you let me know down below in the comments. And thank you so much for watching guys and following along with my Project Pan journey so far. Next week we'll be doing a mid-year Project Pan check-in where I'll be looking at everything I've managed to finish so far this year, and also looking at what's still in progress and also adjusting any of our goals for the second half of the year. Thanks for all the love and support on my channel as always guys, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you really soon for another video. Take care, bye.